Psyllium Husk. Cancer warning. Should you be worried? Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, we're tackling something that's been raising eyebrows in grocery aisles everywhere. The Psyllium Husk cancer warning. Yep, that little label on your go-to fiber supplement, the one you mix into your morning smoothie or take to keep things moving, might have you wondering, wait, is this stuff safe? I get it. It's unsettling. The Psyllium Husk is a household name for millions of Americans, praised for digestion, cholesterol, and more. But then you flip the bottle and see may cause cancer in fine print. That's enough to make anyone pause. In my career, I've seen folks panic over less, so I'm here to break it down with facts, stories, and a little doctorly reassurance. Should you be worried? Should you toss it out? Stick with me. We're diving into the truth behind this warning, and by the end, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's start with the big question. Why does your Psyllium Husk have a cancer warning? If you're in California or buying from a brand that ships nationwide, you've likely seen it. Warning: this product contains a chemical known to the state of California to cause cancer. Sounds ominous, right? But here's the scoop. It's not about psyllium itself. It's about something called Proposition 65. Back in 1986, California passed this law to protect folks from harmful chemicals. It's a good idea, except it's super strict. If a product has even a tiny trace of something like lead above 0.5 micrograms per serving, it needs that label. Lead's a heavy metal that can creep into plants like psyllium from soil, water, or even air pollution. We're talking less than a millionth of a teaspoon here, barely detectable, but enough to trigger Prop 65. I remember a patient, Mark, a construction worker from Nevada. He stormed into my office one day, holding his psyllium bottle like it was a ticking time bomb. "Doc," he said, "I've been taking this for years to stay regular. Am I poisoning myself?" I could see the worry in his eyes. Mark's a big guy, but that label shook him. So I ordered tests on his brand. The lead, a whisper of 0.8 micrograms per serving, technically over the limit, but nowhere near dangerous. That's where the story starts. Let's unpack it further. Now, let's cut to the chase. Does Psyllium Husk actually cause cancer? In my 30 years, I've dug through studies, treated patients, and kept up with the science. And here's the bottom line. No solid evidence says psyllium itself is a cancer culprit. In fact, it might be the opposite. A protector. Take colon cancer, for instance. A study in nutrition and cancer found that fiber like psyllium can lower your risk by keeping your gut moving, flushing out toxins before they linger too long. Another trial in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition hinted it might even cut breast cancer odds by balancing hormones through digestion. I've seen this in action. Patients like Lisa, a busy mum from Oregon, who swore her bloating vanished after adding psyllium to her oatmeal. Her gut was happier, and the research backs that up. So, what about the lead? Here's the kicker. It's not unique to psyllium. It's in spinach, carrots, even that glass of Napa Valley wine you sipped last weekend. Trace amounts from nature. The Environmental Protection Agency says you'd need to chug way more than a scoop of psyllium daily. Think hundreds of servings for lead to even nudge cancer risk. In reality, the average American gets maybe 1 to 2 micrograms from food anyway. Mark's point 8, a drop in the bucket. Perspective matters here. Prop 65's warning is more legal hoopla than a red alert. Let's flip the script. Why do so many of us love Psyllium Husk? In my practice, it's a go-to for a reason. It's a fiber powerhouse. The American Heart Association raves about how it slashes cholesterol by binding to it in your gut, whisking it away before it clogs your arteries. I've seen it drop LDL numbers by 10 to 15% in patients like Tom, a retiree from Texas who wanted to avoid statins. Then there's digestion. About 20 million Americans deal with constipation yearly, per the NIH, and Psyllium's a gentle fix, softening stool with its soluble fiber magic. Lisa, my Oregon mum, said, "Doc, I feel lighter than ever." It's also a blood sugar buddy. Studies in diabetes care show it steadies glucose spikes, a boon for folks with diabetes. I've prescribed it to truck drivers, teachers, even my own cousin at Thanksgiving. Psyllium's benefits are real, but that cancer label, it's got folks second-guessing a good thing. Okay, let's talk risks, because nothing's perfect. The cancer warning isn't about Psyllium's fiber, it's about quality control. Cheap brands might source from polluted fields or skip proper filtering, letting more lead slip in. Consumer Lab, a testing group I trust, checked popular Psyllium products. Some had 0.1 micrograms of lead per serving, others crept up to 1.5. Still safe, but it varies. Then there's misuse. Psyllium needs water, lots of it, to work. I had a patient, Sarah from Florida, who dry scooped it like protein powder. She ended up with a bellyache and a choking scare. Fiber swells, folks. Take it wrong, and it's trouble, not cancer, you'll face. The FDA says 5 to 10 grams daily with 8 ounces of water is golden. Stick to that, and you're fine. So, should you be worried? After 30 years, here's my take. Not really. Not if you're smart about it. That Prop 65 label's more about lawyers than tumors. The lead in Psyllium? It's a whisper compared to what's already in your diet. The cancer risk? Hypothetical unless you're guzzling buckets daily for decades. Here's what I tell patients like Mark. Pick a good brand. Look for ones tested by third parties. Consumer Lab or USP stamps are gold stars. My go-to brands keep lead under 0.5 micrograms. Follow the rules. Mix 1 to 2 teaspoons in water or juice, sip it slow, and chase it with more H2O. No dry scoops. Check in. If you're a Psyllium regular and nervous, talk to your doc. A quick blood lead test. Marks came back clean, can ease your mind. In my career, I've seen fear derail good habits. Don't let a tiny label scare you off a fiber friend. Psyllium's benefits far outweigh this noise. Before we wrap, let me share this. Health's about balance, not panic. I've watched patients thrive with Psyllium. Tom's cholesterol's down, Lisa's gut's humming, and Mark's still blending his shakes, cancer warning and all. That label's a caution, not a curse. In 30 years I've learned knowledge beats fear every time. You've got the power to choose wisely. There you have it. The truth behind the Psyllium Husk cancer warning, straight from the exam room to you. It's less scary than it looks, right? Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. Love it? Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, or drop a comment below. It's your support that keeps me fired up to share health knowledge with all of you. Seen that warning label? Got a Psyllium story? Tell me in the comments. I'll catch you there. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.